Like so many Jews around the world, the shock and the magnitude of the horrors of October 7 deeply affected me to the core. Almost immediately, I said, I have to do something. I need to do something to help. In my mind, I kept saying, I want to go to Israel. I need to go to Israel. I was fixated on a Facebook group called Sword of Iron, which listed all sorts of volunteering opportunities all over Israel. And so I arrived in Israel on November 7. As my son Johnny said to me when he came to farewell me, many people volunteer, but it's usually for a particular cause or a charity. Mum, you're volunteering to help an entire nation. My volunteering journey started with 2 weeks of Sa'el. Sa'el is a volunteer program that places volunteers from all over the world directly on IDF bases, working side by side with my soldiers. 2 weeks on Sa'el saw me packing up supplies for the soldiers. Those supplies included tuna, tahina, pita, protein bars, nuts, halva, Mentos, jams, condiments, coffee, tea, etc. Alright, so we're taking each of these 5 items to the soldiers and packing them up. Okay, packing it up. Because those soldiers deserve all the sweetness they can get.
Yeah.
We are doing what we can to help them. And then we put them in a box and off they go to a very deserving. Sorel is a wonderful and necessary organisation enabling volunteers from around the world to contribute to the security of the State of Israel by assisting on IDF bases in a logistical support role. Every morning, following breakfast, a flag-raising ceremony takes place, followed by Hatikva, the national anthem. I think this happens daily at every army base in the country. I did a day of volunteering at Me'ir Panim, which is also an organisation that provides warm, comforting meals and goods for soldiers in the field, as well as displaced families. Me'ir Panim provides also food packages for needy families, such as tin corn, tuna, cucumbers, couscous, pasta, tinned tomatoes, etc. And these goods are packaged up and then delivered to homes of people who need them most. And then you're going to be delivering this to various people's homes when it's done, yes?
Exactly.
I spent a day volunteering with Leket. During this very difficult time, Israeli farmers need help more than ever. Many farmers were drafted into the reserve or lost their farm hands, mainly Thais, for a variety of reasons. As a result, their produce was being left to rot in the fields. Leket Israel is recruiting volunteers to help Israeli farmers during their time of crisis. I spent the morning picking cherry tomatoes, which was absolutely fantastic.
Okay, so we're here at a moshav, and obviously you see we're picking these magnificent, beautiful cherry tomatoes. So this moshav provides 60% of all Israel's cucumbers, and obviously a lot of the cherry tomatoes too. So the owner, the farmer said that after October 7, he had 200 Thai workers, and that was then reduced to only 2. So they're crying out for people to come and help. And now we take the tomatoes to the truck, like a shark. My friend Raphael. Here's the tractor. And look, we're doing very well. Okay, this is quality control. Yum. Just one more.
Is there a bike path to go?
One night I attended a barbecue. Not that unusual, except that this particular barbecue was for IDF units. These gatherings are not just about enjoying delicious food and great live music, but also offer moments of relaxation and camaraderie for the soldiers. The positive impact on morale is immeasurable, giving soldiers a much-needed respite from their duties. Today I'm joined by Jeremy. We are doing some volunteering at this place. It's called When I spent time in Jerusalem, I was thrilled to have my son Jeremy join me on my final volunteering activity in Israel. The organisation is called Tachlit. We package produce for soldiers, evacuees, and the poor and disabled. We spoke to wonderful Israeli teenagers eager to help out, as well as other dedicated adults doing their bit. Another fun and exhilarating opportunity to lend a much needed hand.
From Israel, and I'm making a documentary. There you go. What's your name?
I am Lee. I am Shani. I am Elian.
Okay, and what are you guys doing here?
We are packing carrots for families.
Or for who? Who for?
Families who can't buy.
We're packaging onions for people in need.
I'm doing packing. You know,
Okay.
I come here once a week, and I go other places to do other kinds of things.
And there's also like a production line happening here.
Wait till it really.
Alright, so that's a big production line with lots of nice stuff here. Getting some arrows here. I'm going to put ace.
Every vegetable is no good. If it's corroded, you throw in the box all the bad peppers and tomatoes.
Okay, we finally have bananas, and that's good. Things are moving.
One by one. Five, not four.
רגע, זה צריך כבר. אני לוקחת.
Eight bananas, no more than eight.
I 14 years old.
Another delivery of sweet potatoes, I think. What's your name, Dal? And how old are you?
I'm
But
Jonathan.
come out.
15.
Tell me, what are you guys doing here?
We help some
We are
people
the
that need
people who
it.
have no food.
Yes,
Ah, making boxes.
yes, making box from Israel, from Israel.
I'm Tal, I'm 15 years old, and I'm helping the people that need food and some help from other people.
To the children in Australia, come help us doing these good deeds because Hashem is with us and He will pay us back.
One of my very first volunteering activities was at a distribution centre in Tel Aviv called Aaron's Angel. This was set up as a command centre to start collecting donations of food and clothing, hygiene products and other supplies for evacuated families and soldiers, both on reservists and active duty, who were called up for combat. There was a huge big distribution centre where we sorted clothes. We put t-shirts into sizes, jeans into sizes, male, female, boxed them up, and this centre provided a lot of much needed equipment for people. Iran's Angels and all other volunteering opportunities were found on Sword of Iron, a Facebook group established following October 7.
What do we got
This
here?
is just our logo on the front really big. And then small logo on the side.
A big one for me. Oh, it has it on the back.
Just when I think I've experienced the most amazing volunteering opportunity whilst in Israel, another one comes along. 3 other volunteers and me travelled 2 hours south from Tel Aviv, close to the Gaza border, to serve vegan food to soldiers. The vegan food is supplied by a vegan restaurant in Tel Aviv called J17 Vegan Home Kitchen. J17 is a kosher vegan restaurant that since October 8 has been providing about 3,000 vegan meals a day to soldiers and those in need across the country. We travelled down in a 4-wheel drive, towing the mobile truck filled with delicious food. Once there, we got to work to prepare, cutting up onions, slicing tomatoes, deep frying schnitzels, all vegan, chips served with pita, hummus, tahina, etc. These brave soldiers, some as young as 19 or 20, were going on a break after their army deployment. Our vegan food van, we soon learnt, was only part of a much larger event. An enormous tent hosted hundreds of soldiers together with their families to eat, dance, and enjoy. In addition to food, there were hairdressers providing haircuts to the soldiers, massage therapists relieving tired and aching bodies, a DJ blasting out music so these young men and women could just let loose and enjoy. A fabulous, fabulous event.
Apart from the party, all these photos of kids that didn't make it.
In the endless field outside my home, the smoke's already cleared. Vines are growing on the bridges that the flames have burned and seared. Sun shines every day, but I'm still waiting for night to come. In the endless field outside my home, you are always there with me to heal our lost and wounded soul. And you promised me that once again the sky will never fall. We'll stroll every night and watch the stars under the great dome. In the endless field outside my home, time has gone by, all the soil has been watered. No more war songs, just melodies dressed up in white. And you're here and you're hugging me on the grass that grows there with me slowly after that great storm. In the endless field outside my home. From the field outside my home, you'll see the same sky there, same coast. Only I know I'm still searching for the childhood that I lost. Will we ever be again as free as we used to roam? In the endless field outside my home, time has come by, all the soil has been watered. No more war songs, just melodies dressed up in white. And you're here and you're hugging me on the grass that grows there with me slowly after that great storm. In the field outside my home, Nafrua Shamayim, Shana Shalona Sham Tidaka, Ve'omrim Shesuf Alomor Kapamayim.
את הפחד כבר איבדתי בשדה מאחורי ביתי.
During my volunteering journey to Israel, I also went down south to bear witness to the devastating events of October 7, a day I will never forget for as long as I live. We travelled to the site of the Nova Music Festival massacre. It was here I met 3 Israeli women, one sitting on the ground making mint tea in a portable kettle. Behind her was a huge photo of a beautiful young woman. 2 other ladies sat on a seat nearby. I asked them if I could join them and was straight away offered tea. I told them I was from Australia, volunteering, and we talked. I learnt that it was also their very first visit to Nova. They had no connection to the young woman in the memorial behind. They just sat down here because they saw that there was no one else visiting this particular poor soul and sat next to her photo as a sign of respect. A wooden bench was nearby, engraved with this beautiful victim's name, followed by these poignant words: "Fully lived life, always saw the good in everyone." I visited Hostage Square in Tel Aviv. Since the October 7 Hamas-led attack on Israel, families of the hostages taken during the attack have encamped in the square due to its proximity to the Israel Defense Forces headquarters. In addition, it has been the site of rallies and protests during the Israel-Hamas war, calling for release of the hostages.
Actually, if I go ahead, or do you want to go ahead?
Okay.
See how small it is compared to the body right here? Maybe even up.
Okay. This, as we can see, is a simulated tunnel. I'm not going to talk. Just look.
Nightmares, afraid of sleeping. Voices, I hear them all. Please know that I've been thinking about you all along. Your face on every poster, street walls around the world. I hope they see you, but there you don't belong. All I'm fighting for is to bring you home, bring you home. And all I'm asking for is to bring you home, bring you home. Standing in the town squares, people come and go. The sayings, we're here together, but they don't really know. Angels, hear me calling. I've got no place to go, and I hope that you are safe. I know that you are strong. All I'm fighting for is to bring you home, bring you home.
My volunteering journey to Israel was honestly a highlight of my entire life. I met many extraordinary people. A brief encounter with strangers, often ending with a warm embrace from newfound friends. Volunteers, both Jewish and non-Jewish, each with their own unique story of how and why they came to Israel. IDF soldiers who unanimously expressed their gratitude to us for coming to Israel to help and support them. Farmers so genuinely humbled that volunteers will come from faraway countries to help pick their produce. Everyday Israelis, from a stallholder at Nachalat Binyamin Market, a security officer at a train station, Israeli family and friends, the Israeli ladies I met at the Nova Festival site. People here, I came to Israel for 4 weeks to volunteer. They expressed such warmth, admiration and appreciation, really knowing how far I travelled to get here.
So this is the real Israel. I'm at a bus stop with an Arab lady, and she's lovely and helpful, and she told me which bus to take to Haifa. And this is the country, 20% of this country is Arab people, and they're good people too. So Toda Rabah.
Yom Tov.
Many Australians have volunteered in Israel since October 7, but there is still so much more that needs to be done. Israel, Hi. Shalom.